Hey everyone, welcome back to Code with Poonam. This is day 19 of our 100 days of coding challenge in JavaScript. If you're following along, you're doing amazing, guys. So keep following, keep practicing. Okay. So today we are diving into another exciting challenge, that is generating a random number from 0 to a specified value, including the specified value. Okay. So this is our question. So let's dive right into today's challenge and let's move towards our VS Code. Now, if you see in the VS Code, the question is already mentioned, right? That is, write a JavaScript function that generates a random number from 0 to a specified value, including the specified value, right? So now let us come here and break down this particular question. Now, what is the important part in this question? That it is, we have to write a JavaScript function, right? So we will come here and put it here. After that, generates a random number from 0 to a specified value, right? So that also I'll take it and I'll put it here. After that, what is the last important point here? Including the specified value. So that also I will put it here. Okay. Now, since this question is related to generating a random number, so we will come here and create a function called as a generate random number. So I'll take here and I'll put it here. I'll just write random number here with the parenthesis. So this will be our function name. Okay. Guys, yesterday in day 18 video, I have explained how Math.random works to generate a random number, but that is excluding the specified value. So there you have the basics of it. If you have missed out, definitely please go and watch out. Okay. The day 18 video. Okay. Now let us come back here as well. So I will explain you here what we are going to do. What would be the approach here now? Now, if you see here in this question, we have to generate a random number. So what is the method we are going to use? We will be using Math.random, right? So we will be using what? Math.random. And what does it provides? It provides a random number, but there is a range to it. So what it is going to provide? It is going to provide from 0 to 1. Okay, where 0 will be included and 1 will be what? Excluded. So if I have to tell you the range of this, what will be the range? The range will be from 0 because it is included, right? So 0 to 9.9999 like that. Okay, but it will never reach to 1. It will never go to 1, but it will always be less than 1. But the range will be 0 to 9.999 like that. Okay. And most of the cases, we will be getting the decimal values as well. This is what I have explained yesterday also. Okay, in the yesterday's video, there you have the same thing. So do watch out that as well. Okay. Now after this, now this is going to generate a random number between 0 to 1 where 1 is excluded. Correct. Now, what is our question? First of all, we have to generate a random number from 0 to a specified value. Correct. So we will focus on this. Okay. How we can generate from 0 to specified value, and later on we will see how we can include this as well. Okay. Now let us come here and let us understand this. So what we have to do here, we will have to multiply our specified value to Math.random. So come here, put this Math.random here and multiply the specified value. So what happens? Your range will increase. So what you will get? You will get 0 to the specified value. What you will get? 0 to the specified value. So suppose you take a random number you want to generate. Suppose I am passing a number 10. So the range will be what? It is going to 0 to 10. But in the scenario, what will happen? 0 will always be included and specified value will always be excluded, correct? Because the range will start from 0 to 9.999. Got it? So here also this will be included, your 0 will be included and your 10 will be excluded. But our question is what now? We have to make it included, right? In this scenario, what we are doing it is going to be excluded. So here what we have to do, we have to make sure that our specified value is included. That means right now we are passing as 10. So 10 should be what? It should be included. So what we will do here in this case then, If we want to make it included, then we will increase this 10 by 1. So what we will do, we will always, whenever you want to include this, you will make this 10 plus 1. So what it will become? It will become 11. Any number you can try. If it is 15, make it 15 plus 1. It will be 16. Now, you will get what? Now your range will increase by 1. Correct? Your range will increase by 1. So it will give you what? 0 to 11, where 11 will be excluded. Correct? So your range will now, and this will be included, right? So what will be your range then? So since this is included and that is excluded, so your range will be what? 0 to 10.999, till this will be your range, correct? Now, what will happen now? This will be our range, correct? Now, in this now, we are going to again get decimal values only, correct? So we want to get the integer values now. So now here it is included, but it is going beyond, right? So that also we don't want. Also, what do we want? We will convert it into an integer, and we don't want this. So what we will use, if you have watched yesterday's video, we have used Math.floor. What does Math.floor does? It round downs the value. What does it does? It round downs the value. So how it round downs the value? You have to remember by the word floor. Floor means where is the floor? Floor is down, right? So you can remember very easily, it will round down. Rounding up means what? Suppose you have 8.5. So rounding up means what? This is rounding up. It becomes 9. But rounding down means what? This is up. Okay. So what is rounding down if I have to explain? So you'll come here and we'll write down. And if I suppose I have a value called as 8.5. So what will happen? It will be 8 only. Okay. If it is 8.6, it is still 8. If you have 8.1, it is still 8. It will never go to the higher value. It will always round down. If you have 8, still it is 8 only, right? So this is what you are going to get it. So you will never reach to 11. So suppose you are getting 10.9, 10.8, 10.2. It will remain always 10 only. So that is where this condition also specified that it should be including the specified value. It will never go beyond that. So by doing this, what we will get, we will make sure that it is included also. And since we are using Math.floor, it will restrict the other part, like this part. It will not come 999, 10.2. It will always give us 10. So it will restrict the decimal values and it will give us only the integer value. So this is what is the approach we are going to do. Okay, so we will be adding up 1 to the specified value. Okay, our function name, what we have decided, it was generate a random number, right? So we will put it over here and let us quickly invoke this function. And we have decided that 10 will be the specified value. So 10 I will pass it from here as an argument. Okay, and we will receive here as a parameter as a max value. So we will come here and I'll pass it over here. And this will be our params. Okay. Now quickly I'll write here console.log max value to test our function. So we will come here and we will what do? Node, and I'll come here and write 19. Why? Because our today's challenge is what? Day 19. So I will write here day 19 challenge question, and you see we will get here 10. So we are able to successfully test our function and it is running successfully, right? Now what is the next thing we are going to do? We are going to generate a random number from 0 to 1, where 0 is included and 1 is excluded. So we will just test this now, Math.random. So I'll come here and let us come here and store it into a variable const random decimal, because we are going to get most of the time decimal only. So we will come here and we will write here Math.random. Okay, and let us just console this. Okay, so we'll come here and console it, console.log random decimal, and I'll just comment out our max value. Okay, so we will come here and we'll just write it over here. You see 0.4, you see 0.3, right? Most of the time you are going to get the decimal values only. How much ever I will run this file, you're going to get the same. So that means we are successfully able to get our random decimal, that is our Math.random is working, correct? Now, what is the next thing? We will multiply this by our specified value. So our specified value is nothing but the max value. So I'll come here and I'll multiply by this. Okay. So when I multiply this and when I now test it, I'll clear the terminal. And when I now test it, I will always get 7.5, means it will be always excluding our 10. But our question was not excluding the 10, right? We will always get excluding the 10, right? So then what I said here, what we are supposed to do, just add 1. Whatever is the specified value, increase it by 1, and then the value will become 11. If your value is 15, add it 1, it will become 16. If it is 20, add 1, it will become 21. Got it? So to your max value, we will come here and we will type here what? Plus 1. So as soon as you make it, the range will increase, right? Now it will be 11, correct? Since this is 10, it will be 11. Come here and once again test it now. Clear the console and come here and we will write this once again. Now you're getting 0.717, 4 point. Again and again you are going to get it, right? It will now see, you're getting 10.88. I told you, right? You will get 0 to 10.99. So this is what you are able to get this, correct? So we are able to get 10 point something, correct? Now we wanted 10 should be included, correct? That is what we have done. But we are getting this after that decimal values also, right? So to get rid of it, we will what do? We will convert it into an integer and we cannot do round up, right? We have to do round down. So we will use what? Math.floor, okay? So we will come here and we will create a variable called as a const random integer, okay, is equal to what we will do. We will come here and we will write math.floor and we will pass this random decimal to this and we will console it and now check. So console your random integer and just test our function once again. Let us clear the terminal and you come here and you will see here that you are getting 5.4. That time also it is 5. If you are getting 9.6, it is 9. Suppose I get 2.9, it is 2. You can see at any point of time, see here, it is 4.0. Then also it is 4. So at any point of time, how much ever you are trying, it is not going to get the highest value. It is floor. So floor is where? Down. So it will always round down the value. You can see here again and again, if you check it out, you will get this only. So we are able to get this, right? I showed you about the 10 also last time. Right now, it is generating a random number. So it is not coming that point now. But fine, I have already shown you. Okay, I'm trying to get the random number of 8 or 9 something, but not able to get it right now. But fine, I have showed you that 10.99 right now, right? So that was, we were able to execute it, right? So this is what we have done it, okay? Now what we will do it, let us invoke one more time and let us pass argument as 15, okay? So let us test it with 15 as well. So we will come here and we will one more time and let us comment this out, okay? And let us generate it now. Now you will see here what we are getting, 1 time 4, another time 5. Then you can see here. Now it is 11, okay? You can see it is crossing that bar. Here it was 10, right? We have given 15. So it is coming here 13. So you can see the range has already increased as soon as you gave that, okay? So now what we will do, let us come here and let us improvise our console.log statement. So we will come here and we will put comma here and we will use our template literals. Inside this, what we will do, we will copy this from here, generates a random number, including the specified value till here, and we will put it inside this directly, okay? And now let us correct this. So we will write here generate and I will put here capital, okay? Now what we will do here is capital generate we have written and we have written colon here. 0 to a specified value. What is our specified value? Nothing but our max value. So take here as a max value including the specified value, right? So come here and take here as well the same thing. Now let us test it while running. So I'll write here node 19. And now you can see, now I will just increase the console here. Generate a random number from 0 to 10, including the 10, it is 4. And here 0 to 15, including the 15, it is 12, right? So now what you are able to get it? So if you come here, you see here, now see, This time we successfully able to get 10. It is 10 point something something, but you are getting the 10. That means right now we have justified this. It is including, right? We have got output as a 10. So it is including the 10, correct? So now let us come here and let us do a recap of what we have done. What we have done here is we have created a function called as a generate random number, correct? Because our function was asking us to generate a random number from 0 to a specified value, including the specified value, right? Then after that, we understood how can we generate a random number from 0 to 1, where 1 will be excluded, right? Then we also understood how can we increase the range from 0 to 1, from 0 to 10, right? This also we did. So this here we increase the range. But then when we increase the range, the last value was excluded, right? Always. So then what we thought, how we put the logic here, we increase the value by 1 to make sure that the specified value is also included. So that is what we have done here, 10 plus 1, 11. But the output we will get always as a 10.999, right? Because the range is still 11. It will never reach to 11, but we can get 10.99, right? So that is where to restrict this, we used what? Math.floor. It will help us to get rid of this also, and it will convert it into integer also, right? Since it is going to convert it into an integer, we are going to get rid of this, right? And we are going to round down. That is why what we are using? Floor, math.floor, correct? So you can see here the values, right? If it is 8.5, it will be 8. If it is 8.6, it will be 8. If it is 8.1, it will be 8. If it is 8, it will be 8, right? This is what we get it here. So that itself, we have put it inside the function, that generating a function here. So we have created a function with a generate random number, right? And then we used our math.random, and max value plus 1 we have multiplied to this math.random. And we have consoled and tested the decimal values. And that is where we converted into an integer, and we have round down using the math.floor, correct? And then we have improvised our console, correct? After that, we have invoked this function 2 times, one by passing the value as 10 and another by passing the value as 15. Got it? And if you see in the console, luckily we got here including the 10, and we are able to see the output as 10 as well. Got it? So guys, that's it for today's challenge. Now you know how to generate a random number in a specified range, including the upper limit and excluding the upper limit also, right? So it's a simple but powerful trick. Give this a try, test it out with the different values, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the upcoming challenges, guys. Keep coding, keep learning, and I'll see you all tomorrow with another exciting challenge. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.